What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back over on Ark Survival Ascended, picking things up over here on this Genesis server. So in the last episode we were just starting out. We're able to get some gear together, get some tames up, start doing some missions, and today we're going to continue that off, trying to get into some raids, finish up some more missions, get some more items, and eventually hopefully get into some raids. So hope you guys are excited. Let's hop into this next one. Alrighty boys, so I have been homeless for some time and I finally just decided to put a random little starter base down somewhere in one of these underwater cubes over here, and that is where we're going to be living out of. I've had a really hard time finding a base spot. It seems like a lot of this map they've made it so you can't spawn into beds, which kind of rules out a lot of base spots. So for now we're just picked this random hidden spot and are hoping we can stay hidden as we build up a little bit more. Okay, so first off I found like there's this raided base right next to where I am, and it has some dinos left over in it, so we're gonna go kill those really quick and see if we can find any sort of leftover loot. Luckily, it's nothing too crazy, and I got this Rex, so we should be good to go ahead and do that. Okay, so there's like a couple bloodstalkers, a stego, and we're just gonna, they're all on aggressive, so we're just gonna leave that over there and let it get to work. These guys seemed like they had a pretty decent base. They had like tech turrets, they have an industrial forge, but they're totally raided now, and I don't imagine they have too much left over, but I thought we might as well see if we can get some scraps. Yeah, so nothing really here looks like. I mean, they have an indie forge up here. Maybe we'll have to use that. That way we don't have to create one, which is nice, but yeah, most of this base is already raided up. A couple of turrets left, but I think they're empty. But we might use the indie forge if I could find some metal. That'll help us get a little bit of a head start.
Failed the test.
Okay, so I think we're just about done. So we're doing a bunch of different missions right now. I kind of forgot which missions give you what, but it doesn't really matter that much. We really need points as well as getting items and stuff from the missions. This guy's stuck. Let's give him a little jump. There we go. But yeah, it seems like most of these missions can be done just with a tamed Rex, which is what I'm using. I'm just running the easiest version of them, but still gives you points, still gives you items, which is nice. See what we get here. If this will finish up. There we go, and we got... Oh, that's actually pretty good. So we got a couple riot shields. The saddles I don't really care about, but the riot shields are pretty good. That will help us if we do some raids or get into some PvP or stuff, so that's nice. Let's go find a new one. Okay, so this one is just wrapping up. If I remember correctly, this one gives you compound bows. So yeah, I think most of these like little escort missions are really easy. You can do most of them probably just with like a pyromane or a Rex. Yeah, you can see how many compound bows we got. They're pretty bad, but you know, that's better than nothing. That will at least help us get a little bit of a head start here. So yeah, that's not too bad.
What's this? Let's have a look. Scanner active.
Oh gosh, dude, okay. So this one, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish. This is a little bit much. You can see this Rex has absolutely destroyed part of my Rex already. So yeah, I think we're just going to munch away and see what we can do here. I might have to cancel this mission, but could be okay. Okay, never mind. These little minion Rexes were like, I killed them in like 2 bites. If I can get close enough.
You bagged yourself quite a trophy.
Okay, so for that one, it doesn't really look like we got too much. A bunch of random saddles. We probably won't be doing that one again. But at least we're racking up some points here, which is pretty nice. Perfect. Okay, so I finally caved, and we're taming up ourselves a bloodstalker. I didn't really want to do this because it's terrible to get this many blood packs, but I finally just bit the bullet and we're doing it. Found this nice level 125, which should be really, really good to help us getting around and kind of scouting. Just about done here. So I actually really do like bloodstalkers. I think they're one of the best tames in the game, even now with all the added stuff they have. So good. They can go underwater, they kill people really easy, you know, move really fast. So I'm pretty stoked about having these back in the game. And yeah, we're gonna have to try to tame some more, maybe breed these up if we can. This was the shotgun mission, and okay, we got 1 shotgun and it was only 160 damage. Okay, so I know we're kind of PvEing here a little bit. I'm just doing tons of missions. We're trying to get some gear as well as some points. And I'm kind of just starting to remember which missions give you what and which ones are pretty easy.
But overall, and we're safe and sound. Good job all round.
Okay, so that was a pretty easy mission. It didn't give us any tech rifles, or I mean, what are they called? Tech railguns, which is what it's supposed to give you, but maybe we'll have to run it one more time and see what we can get here. It gives you these Titan saddles, which is why I'm so heavy. Okay, round 2. We did get a tech railgun, which is pretty cool. That's what's kind of nice about Genesis. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really feel like it evens the odds for like solo players and duo tribes, stuff like that, where you can get like end game items a little bit easier versus just like big mega tribes can have them, which is kind of fun. So we do have a tech railgun now. Okay, boys, we're on a new mission, just heading towards the end. This is one of the harder ones, in my opinion. You can still do it just with like a little tamed Rex. Just kind of complicated, but what it gives you is tech boots, which is really cool that you can get those from like a pretty accessible mission. We're just gonna have to munch through all these Reapers now. See if we can actually do this. Taking a good amount of damage here. So I think that the combo of the Pyromane and the Rex is really good for this. For most of these missions, I like having a Pyromane and then a Rex. It really helps you to be able to like kill everything with the double damage. Okay, let us head out of here. We got to do this pretty fast. We only got 3 minutes. Okay, easy, easy. Let's see, and... okay, that's nice, dude. We got 3 pairs of tech boots. Definitely worth it. We could probably get a full tech suit pretty soon if we maybe get a little bit better dinos to run these missions. I need to tame a squid if we're going to get the tech legs, but I'm starting to remember. I'm starting to get back in the groove and be like, oh yeah, this mission is what you need. Okay, boys, so I was in single player and I was literally scouting all around and I found a really weird spot. You can see I typed it in here. I'm probably going to build a base there. I don't know, dude. I've just been struggling with finding a base spot. But this one, it's in the lava, but it doesn't burn you, so I think it might... Oh my gosh, dude. Someone is built in here. That is insane. I found this spot in single player, not off a YouTube video or anything. You can see my little beacon right there that I placed to remember where it was. Somebody is built here. It's like actually crazy. Okay, let's take a look. I'm having such a hard time finding like a solo small base spot on this map. Let's see. What is going on here? This guy's got a kangaroo, some bunnies. I don't see any turrets, which is weird. He's got a rabbit hole thing. Maybe that's where his base is, down in the rabbit hole. Oh, here he is. He's online. Look, he's in a mana costume. This boy's here in the Mickey Mouse costume here. Okay, so this guy has a lot of stuff. Look, he's got a fabricator, cryo fridge, a bunch of boxes of stuff. No turrets, though, that I can see, which is really weird. But we're definitely going to have to raid this. Even though this guy's online, I want to raid him. If we can just get the jump on him, we could probably get all his stuff here. Okay, so I needed a little bit of metal for my raid. I need to make some armor and then like some C4. And there's not too much metal down at the bottom of the ocean, but I found a couple of these at least. Oh my gosh, dude, what?
You're bleeding.
Someone has a base or something with tech turrets right next to mine. Okay, so we're transferring back over to the volcano biome, and we're gonna raid that guy's base. I don't really have much, as you can see, some like scuffed armor, a little bit of C4, a couple weapons, but you know, we gotta do this now before he puts up turrets. So, yeah, we're just hoping for the best. We'll just jump on his head and then, I don't know. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it doesn't look like much has changed. Guy's still sitting there in his Mickey Mouse costume. Okay, let's just go. Like, I don't even know, dude. Let's get these beds down first, I guess. And then... I don't know where this other guy is. This guy, take his skin in here. We got... Okay, let's go. We got a few dinos. That's pretty good. Pin-coded. Pin-coded. Okay, these are all pin-coded. I don't know, dude. Should I... I'm gonna go down in this hidey hole, I guess. Move this a little bit. Oh, gosh. Okay, so the lava burns you, like, right there, but not in the whole base. Okay, let's have this guy munch on this thing to try to heal him up a little bit. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go in here. Why can't I access this? I'm pressing E. Pressing E, I can't go down there. I don't really know how those things work, I'll be honest. So I've like gone into one once, like a little bit ago on Arcpocalypse, but I don't know how those like little bunny holes work. I can't go down into it. Okay, a couple things in here. Okay, nice. Bunch of soups. We'll take all those. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, I need to find this other guy that was here. Bunch of stuff in the fabricator. Lots of metal. I'm just gonna... I guess I'm gonna blow up this bunny rabbit hole. So, I think I saw that if you blow up the hole, all of the items, like, come up afterwards. And so, that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm just hoping I don't blow up my bloodstalker here. I'm waiting for this guy to, like, pop up somewhere. Oh gosh, I keep lighting myself on fire. Okay, destroyed the rabbit hole. There's nothing in there. Nothing popped up. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know where these guys are, or like, what's going on. We're just gonna start killing stuff, and we're gonna take the loot out of here. These things are so tanky. Sorry to have to kill all your stuff, dude, but you know how it is. I need the loot. Okay, there we go. All those are pin coded. Finally are able to look inside of them. Okay, let's take a look. Some charcoal, resources, charcoal. Oh gosh, dude. Okay. Okay. A bunch of fur armor, some arrows. Yeah, dude, not much. That Rex saddle is actually better than mine, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But besides that, bunch of mission loot. I did get these guys dinos. Oh, that's just his baby there. So that's actually a big deal. I think that I got like an Anki and a Therizino, which is pretty good. Besides that, though, there's not a ton in here. I thought they'd have a little bit more. Okay, so you can see all of this materials. They have tons and tons of metal. That is so nice for us. We really need that. We'll take the black pearls too. But so the big thing I keep forgetting is we're back on Genesis, so I don't have to just like take all this stuff. I can just pick it up and then teleport away, which is super nice. So that is what we're going to do with all this metal. Okay, 3,000 metal. That is a pretty good haul for us. And then a little bit more here. Thank you. Okay, that's perfect. So what I want to do, now that we have a little bit of metal, we could make a cliff platform, and we'll probably just make a cliff platform base somewhere in like the lunar biome. If I can find like a hidden spot, that is probably the next move for us. We really, really need a base.
Here we are, right on target.
Okay, so I just teleported somewhere random with all this stuff. We're gonna put down some storage boxes and hide all of the metal, and then that way we can come back for it when we're ready. So I looked around in single player. This is like one of the better lunar cliff platform spots. I tried it in single player and beds were working. So that is pretty important that those work. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to test it in the official servers. Sometimes it's different. This thing will just go down here. Come on. Oh my gosh, dude. No way, the beds aren't working anywhere on this cliff plat. That sucks so bad because I put a lot of effort into making this and finding this spot, and now the beds don't work.
G'day, survivor.
Alrighty boys, so we just came back to our little ocean cube. Honestly, I could not find a good base spot. I looked so long for hours in single player and there's just nothing, dude. Like nothing good for like a little solo player. I don't want to have to make tech turrets and stuff, so we're not going to take like a good cave base spot. So I don't know, I just put a random little building up in one of the underwater cubes, and this is what we're going to have to work with and just hope that we can remain hidden for a little while. Okay, so we just finished transferring all of our loot. Really odd spot that I decided to put my base in. Basically, it's just at the roof of one of these underwater cubes. It at least gives me enough for, how big is this? Like a 4x4 base, which is pretty big. I don't really build bases like this very often. Okay. Here is the Anki we got from our raid earlier. It's actually pretty good. And we're just farming things up. So we actually are gonna kind of have a hard time getting metal because we're built in one of these underwater cubes and there's not a ton of metal in here, so I'm just gonna have to like swim my Anki around the ocean and start mining all these rocks in the ocean for metal. Okay, I guess this one's not real. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think that we made ourselves a base, and we're going to make ourselves some turrets and some plant axe, some other things to get it defended, and hopefully we can at least remain hidden for a while, and we can survive. But yeah, it's going to be kind of a struggle down here. Okay, so here's our base, up at the roof of one of these weird little cubes. Let's put everything away. It's starting to look decent inside. Got our dung beetles starting to make us fertilizer. Got some crystal. Got some metal start to cook. So yeah, not too bad. I think we're actually making pretty good progress. Okay, so we got a few turrets up. We're making a few more. I've got the plant axe growing, and yeah, honestly, this isn't like the best base spot in the world, like I've said, but I think that it'll be good enough to remain hidden for a little while, and it might be hard for inexperienced players to raid, but no one who's super good. Okay, so here we are. Got some progress. We got a vault, we got a chem bench, we got basically everything we need for a solo base. You see all the plant turrets starting to grow. We got a couple more turrets here and there. Up at the roof of this cube. I actually think we have a chance to remain hidden for a little while. But now that we have an established base, we can start actually living over here. We'll probably try to get a tech rifle soon, and then we can start raiding some of the bigger tribes and kind of messing with them. And yeah. I think we made pretty good progress today. We did a bunch of missions, got a bunch of points, got a bunch of resources, so we're kind of chilling, and we'll have to go to sleep, and hopefully we're here in the morning. We'll have to catch you guys in the next one. Peace, my dudes.